What's good, YouTube? It's a wonderful Friday night. Coming at y'all from the garage tonight, trying to get this set up so I can do more videos like this. But anyways, so you can see, I got a little bit of tackle in the mail. I've actually had this for, anyways, I've had this for a few weeks now. I ordered it a while back when there was some sort of sale going on. Most of this is basically for springtime crappie, panfish, mainly crappie fishing. But I figured that I go ahead and unbox it tonight with y'all. Kind of do a little bit of expanding of my go-to setup for crappie in the springtime. And I got a pole that's not new, but I got a pole to put back together because I stole the reel for ice fishing and blah 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 blah. But anyways, let's get into it, y'all, and see what I got. All right, y'all. So as you can see, just a little bit of stuff here, not too much. These are actually for ice fishing that I never even got to use. Actually, I did use these, but not out of this box, out of a different box of stuff I got. So I got 3 packs of those. Those are just little ice fishing jigs, a couple floats, a couple slip floats for crappie fishing and whatnot here. And let's see, game changer right here. Now these hooks are a sickle hook. Let me just get these out for y'all. So instead of just your normal round bend hook, they call that a sickle hook. So what that's gonna do is just allow you to get those crappie, which everybody knows if you crappie fish, what are the nickname for them? Paper mouth, right? Really soft mouths. You almost have to be delicate with them when you're reeling them in and whatnot. But a hook like this is gonna help you hook them deeper in the back of the mouth and a little bit tougher part of the mouth, better hookups. There's a higher chance of getting them in. But that's that. Get those out of the way. Bobbers, slip floats. These are Thill Pro Series. I don't know what size this guy is. Does it say? Small. This is small. It's another Thill Pro Series. That's a large. And I got another gold medal center slider. That is a, it says 2 3/4 inch size. So 3 of those. I already have some. Just gonna get some extras. That reel right there is an Elite Max. Funny thing is, I already got one. So we're gonna keep this bad boy on the shelf for another time, I guess. Because all I got is one pole of crappie fish. So we're gonna keep that boy on the shelf, rig this guy up on the rod, and we'll be good to go. But crappie fishing, most of the time, using a bobber of some sort. In my opinion, it's like, I'm not saying you're wasting your money on, buying a higher end, more sensitive rod, but I'm using a float most of the time. So you're literally watching the bobber to react, as far as to tell when you get a bite or not. So, and do I need to go spend $100+ on a real sensitive rod? No. Do I have rods like that for other stuff? Yeah. So I get it. But for this type of fishing, all reliable. This is just a Shakespeare Ugly Stick Elite. So it's their fiberglass. It's a 7 foot medium light. So why 7 foot? Why 7 foot? Again, longer casts. Why medium light? Because we're using these little tiny hooks. I mean, if I wanted to, I could take this hook and bend it, with my fingers. Or with my hands. It's not that it's that weak. It's just that it's that thin as well. So, the thing that hook in the fish's mouth is just gonna be that much more easier to pull out. So you want lighter rod, set your drag and all that fun stuff. Ooh, speaking of drag and whatnot, I did not go over this stuff yet. Power Pro, super slick. It's this 8-pound test, equivalent to 1 pound diameter in mono. This color is Moonshine. So you can see it's that high vis yellowish green. Looks like Mountain Dew almost. But that's just gonna help, a lot of times with a bobber, with float fishing, you're casting and it'll be drifting. And a lot of times you'll lose your line if you're not keeping it tight, paying attention. You'll lose your line in the water and it'll create slack that when you go to set the hook, instead of pulling directly on your hook, you're pulling all this slack out of your line before you'd actually get a direct hook. So in my opinion, it just helps you with hookups and whatnot. But that's that. About to get that spooled up on there. Yeah, Pearl Chartreuse. Gonna get, I don't know. Might get these rigged up. I'm not sure. I got some other goes to here that I'll show you guys in a second. But good choice. All right, y'all. Got the reel all spooled up. Gonna rig up a slip bobber, and a jig, and one of these plastics. But yeah, actually going crappie fishing this morning, first time out this year. Been seeing people catch them, you know, posting on Facebook and whatnot. We got a few spots that we caught some at last year that we're gonna try and hit up and see if they're ready yet. So, first things first, fishing with this, the high-vis braid. For crappie, it probably wouldn't matter, you know, as far as the hookups and whatnot, but as far as the for the slip bobber, the little plastic little guy, I'll show you in a second, that you weave the line in and out of to be able to adjust your depth. The braid, the line that's just this small, it probably wouldn't work out too good. So we're gonna tie a real light fluorocarbon leader to this, so we can hook up our slip bobber correctly and go from there. As far as length goes for the leader, it kind of all depends. You kind of got to know how deep you're going to be fishing and whatnot, which I don't know how deep the fish are going to be yet. So I left this one a little long. It's probably upwards of 10-12 foot, just because I don't know. So now I got to decide what I want to keep in this box and what I want to leave here tomorrow. So that's going to take me about an hour because I'm going to overthink everything, you know. But that's it. I'll go ahead and hook this on here, give you guys a once over. Give you guys a once over of the rod and the setup. So, spooled up, a little over full, that's all good. If you know how to manage it, you'll be all right. You might get some wind knots, but braid's easy to get out. So, there she is. All ready to go. One thing I didn't talk about is like the starting length to where to put your stop. So, this is a 7-foot pole. I got it almost at the tip. And I got the jig hooked up on the hook keeper, so minus a foot. So basically, I'm starting out about 6 foot down. So that jig is gonna be sitting 6 foot down from the surface of the water. That's just a starting point. Usually, you know, I'll have my dad, or he'll go shallower or deeper than that, and we'll kind of switch around until we find them. But like I said, I'm gonna get all this stuff organized. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we can get on some fish. Super excited to get out for the first time this year. See you in the morning. What's good, YouTube? It is the next morning, as you can see. We actually had to change the plans already. We were gonna go out to one of our spots early this morning, but it was a lot colder than we thought it was. So we was like, nah, it's probably not a good idea, because it had been kind of warm the last few days. So we thought that might have messed with the fish. So my dad went and tried one of our other little local spots, and he called me, you know, super excited, like he was catching some slab bluegill, but he didn't have a bucket. So he just came, grabbed me, got the bucket. We're gonna go back there. We know there's some slab crappie in here. Believe it or not, they used to catch crappie 17, 18, 19 inches in this pond. And to some people, y'all like, yeah, right, whatever. Anyways, right. It's just crazy. But we about to pull up there right now. Hopefully he can get back on those bluegill. I'm gonna try to get on them crappie, but if not, and he's banging them bluegill, I'm gonna switch over. You know, switch over and get some of them just to fill the freezer up, because ain't nothing better than some springtime bluegill and crappie as far as eating wise. Maybe except for the ice, but we are literally almost here right now. I see you out the water.
Right there. Maybe more to the right a little bit, but.
My dad done missed 3 bobbers, or three takedowns. I just had my first little bite. I don't know what it was though. I just want to see one of these bluegill before I start fishing for them. So I'm gonna stick with these crappie for a minute. Dad done got a nice little bluegill. Still ain't got nothing yet. I think we're about to move around here somewhere. Try these different spots. Finally got one of them bluegill. That's a nice one too. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna make me up a homemade stringer real quick. There we go. It's nice and cold outside. All right, y'all. Well, we got a few bluegill there. I wish I'd have been there first thing with them. We'd probably had upwards of 15 or 20 of them. They were biting real good this morning. As soon as the sun came out, they kind of started acting weird. And you could see them up by the surface, you know, sitting there right under the surface, and you throw something at them and they swim off. So we're gonna go try one of the private spots we actually were ice fishing on. I didn't have any luck, in hopes that we can get some crappie and some bluegill real quick. So we're headed there. We're headed over there now. So see y'all in just a few minutes. Well, that sucked. That was disappointing. On to the next private hotspot. Ugh. About 5 foot. That's a bluegill. A couple of those, I'll be happy. If you act right, I might throw you back still. I don't know. There go another one of them bluegills. Yes, sir. That's too small. What you think?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
You ever had them days you fish right next to somebody and they just can't figure it out? Oh, see what I get for opening my damn mouth.
I think it's the shine. Are you getting them on the...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, man.
We getting them now, yo. You know, figured it out. Cast across the pond. Yeah.
I want to see it at least.
This better not be no bluegill. Yeah, that's a bass. See, there's some good bass in here. That's a 2.5, 3 pounder. That perfect hook set. Need to be taking these things out of here, honestly.
Yeah. Especially like that. Those are the ones they eat all the bait. I'd get them out of here if you try to make it a bluegill.
I'd take a few of them out here. See how quick them bats find that commotion in the water? You know what I mean? You catch a fish, pretty soon, bass gonna find what's going on. Like,
Holy cow, you gotta be kidding me.
oh man, I love this pond. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know if
They don't like that green.
yeah, I put the other one back on. That's a female. See how she's just plain Jane, no nothing.
Gotcha.
The males that be having a dark.
The orange color too.
Yeah. I thought it was a crappie, it's a bass. All right, y'all. Caught a few more there at that little hot spot. Just enough to make it worth cleaning them, at least. Yeah, I hate to clean 2 bluegill. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. So got a handful of them now. I'll probably clean them up later, have them for lunch or something. So, all right, y'all. Home and clean these fish up. To show y'all what they look like. I already started eating them a little bit. Excuse me, missus. Yes. Excuse me. Boom. Boom. They're good, ain't it? Anyways, y'all, that's today. It's time. Fishing season's here. Crappie, bluegill. Probably gonna start catching the walleye off the rocks here soon. But I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Finish banging this fish. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace. What's good, YouTube? It is Sunday evening. It's kind of like our opening weekend of fishing, getting back to it, so we're kind of going a little crazy. This evening here, my dad and I are going to my buddy's house. He has a nice big old pond, some giant bluegill in it. Not sure if they're ready yet. I'm sure we can catch a few of them. But we're headed there now, so we're gonna go over there, spend a few hours there, see if we can catch a few, fry up, and yeah. So I'll see y'all there in a little bit. All right, George, got to my dude's house. About to send the first cast. I'm about 7 foot down, Dad.
7 foot?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna start there. Bullgill. Hold that one up in the hand. Yo, that's a grown man hand. Look at that thing, man.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Goodness gracious. Gosh. Oh, it's a bass. Ah. Ah, it's a bass. Ah. Right. Little cute little baby bass. Uh-oh. I got you? Oh, I got your line? Yeah. Oh, these bass. The heck?
Oh, I didn't know you had my one. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, okay. Oh, these I don't even want the bass. Yeah. I've been plagued with bass. It says I was trying to go ice fishing. Y'all know when you're cold and you can see your hands moving, but you can't fit. You got to use your visual instead of your, what's that, dexterity. You lose your, I don't know. Trying to sound smart. It's cold. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It probably dropped 10 degrees while we was out there, but we got 7 big bluegill, big ones. Yeah. Happy about it. Definitely gonna cook them up. But my dad's backing out this whole trip. But we're about to head home. Just a little chance to get out, man. We've been pent up in the house besides ice fishing. So we trying to get out whenever we can, but this gonna get better. Everything's gonna turn on at the same time, and you're gonna wish you could fish 5 places at once here soon. If your wife will let you clean fish, 1 in the house, but 2 put fish in the sink and clean them over the sink, she's a keeper. Don't mind a good hair day, or whatever. I'm gonna clean these fish up, y'all. Probably have them for dinner because I don't know what else I'm gonna eat. So. Oh my goodness, what do we got going on down here? What happened? Huh? But just a nice Sunday evening, chilling with the fam, about to clean these fish, cook them, eat them, hang out. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you on the next one.